Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Building with BdoubleO. Welcome back. I am just heading away from the old keep we've been working on there, and I've laid out a little bit of a path. We're going to do more work around the sandstone area, the Essure kingdom. Oh, you can even see the castle. I laid out a little bit of a path of where our path is going to go here. But anyway, I hope you guys are really enjoying the series. We're making a subtle change. You know, we're stepping away from something we've been working on that's not completed. It seems like the majority of you are very, very happy with what we got going on here. So I'm glad. I'm usually nervous to do stuff like that, but it's working out well, and I'm inspired and excited. Here's something very interesting. Do you notice? Take a quick look at where we're looking right now. What is strange? And this is very unique to this world. Have you guessed it? You're right. Acacia trees with jungle logs. Isn't that interesting? It seems like when they first came up with the idea of implementing the acacia tree, they thought they would use these, which looks fine. The jungle log looks fine, but then they thought, well, great opportunity to implement a new block. Whenever I see stuff like this, it just makes me think kind of, I really try to get inside the developers' heads, because if it were me, you know, I'd just be like, goodness sakes, a game with building blocks? Let's get more building blocks, more building blocks, more building blocks. So I try to figure out why, and they have great justifications for certain things, you know, and they have to have reasons. Like, okay, let's put in a different log. Well, you got to have a reason to put in that different log. And these acacia trees, they got a code, you know, the way they're built and all that stuff. They still haven't even done the leaves for them yet. Whether they will or not, who knows? But yeah, it's very interesting. So this is unique to our world. But something that I've noticed in these new snapshots, this world, in comparison to other worlds, because I've been playing on some 1.8 worlds, like the Society of Wolves, and now Crewcraft. If you missed the Crewcraft episode, please watch it. I'm telling you, if you like to be entertained and you like Minecraft, ooh, that's going to do it for you. I like that I can see my castle from here. But that series is just going to be so freaking fun. It's one that I would add to the, hey, YouTube, notify me when this series goes up type of series. It's going to be really good. But why did I say that? Oh, because Minecraft? Because we're playing Minecraft? Maybe. But anyway, I've laid out this path here, and I've put down, just coming up here, I've put down some ideas for what the path will look like. And I think this is what we're going to go with. Now, usually we do cobblestone, gravel, mossy cobblestone, things like that. And it works out very well for our other areas, our more green areas. Oh, I was saying that I was playing in 1.8. 1.9, the terrain loads so freaking fast. It's borderline instant. It's so unbelievable. Like, Optifine's supposed to help, you know, with world loading and whatnot. It doesn't even touch the way the world loads now. It's instantaneous, which is so cool. But anyway, yeah, this is what I'm thinking for the path. And we've done this somewhere else. We did something, this sort of pattern near the spawn village kingdom area. And this jungle wood fits in so nicely with dirt and coarse dirt. It blends in very well, and it makes a great pattern and feel. And I think as we get closer to the city, we'll have more and more wood implemented. And the further away we go, you'll see less and less wood. Be less maintained. My thoughts and feelings are that the pathway was all wood at one time, but then it just, over a long period of time, more and more dirt grows out onto it, and it's just tough to maintain. But anyway, there's our house that we worked on last time. So we got the house down, and we've got kind of a palette together of our colors and whatnot. And I worked on some sandstone textures that I'll show you in a bit. But it was time for me to really get in and figure out what are we going to do and how are we going to do it. And I think I've got some ideas. I'm going to need so much sand in this area. It's just an absolute buttload of sand and sandstone. And I don't want to destroy this terrain. I don't want to rip it to shreds. So how am I going to get sand? You know, usually you find like a sand quarry and you just start digging out a bunch of sand and sandstone there. I don't want to do that here because I don't think it's going to look great. So I've come up with an idea, and it's not the most efficient idea, but it's definitely going to be the most beneficial for our cause, I think. So here's what we're going to do. BDub's going to need lots of sandstone, and we're going to get it from terrain modification. This desert is very hilly, and it's fine. It's not bad, but I want to flatten it. I want to flatten it more. And that's going to be difficult. That's going to be tough on old B-dubs. But I think in the long run, it's going to be beneficial and very helpful to us. Excuse me. There you go. There you go, buddy. There you go. Oh, boy. Okay. And yeah. Oh, I thought if I just bumped it. Could I just bump it, please? But I'm just going to modify the terrain. And obviously, at some point, I'm going to get to sandstone, which would be great once I get past the few layers of sand. And then there will be stone underneath that, which I can cover with sand. So it'll be a little bit of a reverse engineering situation, but it'll work out okay. Some other really interesting aspects of this area. We've got this little pool pond here and river that runs here, and it actually runs through and all the way out to the ocean. That's just that away. And we also have this river that runs through here, and I'm gonna have to do some editing to make it work. But this river runs through here. Let's keep going. It's something very interesting about this area that I think is going to make it work out flawlessly, is that in a desert, barren area, the best place to build is where you can get a natural source of water. And this river running through a desert, which doesn't actually happen much anymore in Minecraft, there's a lot less water, is going to be really, really good. So we can just, terrain edit that, make that work. So we've got a river there, and it goes over here. It just flows all over the place, which is great. We can implement that into the kingdom. You see how it flows, and then out into an ocean over there. So good, so cool. Now, the one problem is that I wanted a view of desert all the way around, and that's going to kind of kill that for us. We're not going to have that now. But it's still good. It's still going to be very good. I do want to take a peek over here real quick and see what we've got in this plains area to see if they have any horses. I see cows, which is going to be great for our feeding situation. I can make a little cow farm over here. Ooh, it's going to be nighttime. Those are some really cool mountains over there too. So I'm not hurting with that view. It's a pretty good view. Horses. Fantastic. So many cows, man. There might be Podzo over there. Good. Horses. Very good to see. Any donkeys? No. But these horses will work out great for our area. We can use them. It'll be really, really cool. Okay. Oh, is there diorite there? Yes. Okay, so this is new terrain, so I can get granite and diorite from here as well. Oh, so good. Okay. And yeah, I think if we head on that way more, we're going to hit a mega taiga. Any more horses? I'm just seeing cows, which is okay. Cows are good. Cows are very good. I want to show you now the sandstone editing that I did. It's going to be pretty nice. Let me head over there, take a sleep, and I'll show you. I made it back in time. You hear him? You hear him? Shut up, I'm trying to sleep. Oh, there's some zombie villagers. 1, 2. You did. You did, dude. You did. All right, I'm not even worried about XP at the moment, but there are the changes. Subtle, right? Subtle. Very subtle. I haven't gone too... Excuse... Pardon me, sir. This spider gonna drive us all crazy, so let's just get rid of him. Got you, boy. There you go. Dude. He is a quick one, isn't he? All right. I have edited the smooth sandstone. And in my books, it's going to be called sandstone brick. And I don't know if this is my final version of it. But I do like it. I do like it. I edited that, and I edited some of the sandstone. Some of them have little different cracks in them. So they're not all the same. Okay? Okay? So it's subtle, and I could have made some big changes, but like I said, I don't want to get too crazy with what I'm doing here. I want to stick close to some of the textures that are in the game. And another thing, this texture right here, this is the same as a regular brick. Regular red brick texture in vanilla Minecraft. I believe it's the same thing. So, you know, we're sticking pretty close to it. And I think it adds just enough interest to make this stuff work. Now, the problem is, though, a nice smooth block does add some real depth. It adds some real depth to a build. And we're not really getting that here. You know, that's what I was kind of hoping for with this, but it's not giving it to us. It almost blends in with this. So that's the only reservation I have. So there may be changes there. With this, there are some bricks are darker. This brick, and this brick is darker. It should be anyway. Yeah, they are. They are. They're just slightly darker. A bunch of them side by side, and you really get a view of it. You can kind of see the shading differences here. But those are the changes I've made. But here we go, okay? Level 31. Oh, so close. Mo, grab this bone. I'm now planning out the area, all right? The area that we're going to be working in and where we're going to be. And there's this tall part over here, and I think that's going to be the height of the center of this kingdom. And at that point, we're going to have a pyramid. And the pyramid's going to be very tall. A lot of pyramids just go like 45-degree angle like this. This one's going to be a very steep angle, like so. What would you call that? If this is 45, we would call this like and that's 90, maybe a 75-degree angle. Is that what you say? You're not saying like this. You're saying like this. I don't know. 75-degree angle. It's going to go tall. Very tall. Closer to what a Mayan ruin would be like, but I think even taller than that. Which is going to be a fantastic challenge. But B-Dub's got a big grind to do. I've got a lot of terrain. I want to clear out all of this. And I want to kind of build this up as more of a slope situation. I'm probably not going to end up with any materials when it's all over, actually. But we'll see. We shall see. I'm going to get to work, and I'll be back with you shortly, shouty. Oh, B-Dubs has been busy. B-Dubs has been very busy. So I was trying I don't know. I honestly don't know how I'm going to edit this thing out, but I was trying to get a video up to you guys yesterday. Get this video to you guys yesterday. That was the game plan. But I just ended up not really feeling it. And this is still yesterday that I'm recording, but I'm not going to be able to get the video up to you guys because I wasn't really feeling it. Like, I was doing a lot of work. I don't know if you can tell the terrain change. There is so much that I've removed, so much sand. I've gone through so many tools and so many repairs to kind of get this to where it is right now, and it still needs work. But I'm getting more of this flat desert feel that I'm wanting. So I'm happier. But it took so long. I was like, you can't do a video? What, title the video called Digging Sand. Sand digging screenshot. No, you can't do that. So anyway, I'm gonna extend it. Unfortunately, it's a day later than you'd get it normally. So I've made some changes, more changes to texture. Notice the sandstone is darker than the sand. It makes sense. Number one, it makes sense. Number two, it's gonna give us a lot more building options. And it just looks better, okay? It doesn't, I don't know if there's anybody ever that could be using sand and sandstone together, hoping that they were the exact same color. When I'm doing this desert build, I need this to be just a little bit different than the ground. And it is. It's just enough. The darkness, the brightness is lower just enough to where it works. And I think it looks fantastic now. It's so subtle, but it really does the trick. It's flawless and perfect. I've also edited the water because the water out here, that super royal blue that we had, wasn't working in the desert. So the water is now edited to fit in a little better, and the cactus fits in a little better as well. I might still work on the cactus, I'm not sure. But everything's just in a much better place than it was. But I've got something that I want to do with you guys. Okay? Hi. There's so many things out here. I mean, I got so many things that I've been doing and want to do with you. Boom. Okay, that's good. And then this. Okay, I might need more. Boom. We're going to change the game here, and B-Dubs may have overstepped his bounds. Y'all tell me if I overstep my bounds, okay? But I think this is going to be very, very good. So let's head on this way. The nice thing about this area, and I think I'm going to grab some grass somewhere. I need to get a Silk Touch shovel again. I think I have one. I just need to repair it. But I think grass is going to look pretty good out here. It's going to have a similar color to what it does over there in the, what is that called? What is this called? It's not an acacia biome. It's called we're in a desert currently. This is called not plains, savanna, that's right. I'm sorry. B-Dubs is a freaking idiot. But that tree, okay? And not that wood, obviously. We can't get it with that wood anymore. But that we need life around here. A little bit. Okay? And you can do that with the dead bushes. But I need to find ways. This is not like a wasteland. Okay? It's not going to be like super lush like all these other places. But it's not going to be a wasteland. There will be trees. So we'll have trees and bushes and things, but this is so great. It's such a great challenge because I get to kind of, I don't know, rethink the way that I do trees and stuff. This was one concept, an idea. It almost looks like some weird branches underneath a little bush tree, kind of, if you use your imagination. But I want to try this. I've always wanted to use fence posts in a tree. The thing is, they use the spruce wood plank texture to do it. And it has, as you can see in my hand, it has nails, it has plank marks, and I don't think that works well for a fence post, personally. So I took the spruce wood plank texture and I edited it a little bit. Okay? Do you see what I'm saying? It's still a fantastic looking fence. It still looks great as a fence, but now it serves two purposes. I just removed the nail heads and I gave it a little bit of a gradient so it looks more round. And I removed the plank lines. And now it can serve two purposes. Huh? For some reason, the fence sound is like not working for me. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Very good. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Very good. Okay. Now, B-Dub's gonna get some work done. Check this out. 1, 2, 3. Very good. 4. Let's go 4. Aha. Very good. Very great job of BdoubleO100 on YouTube.com. Okay. I think we could do this from the ground now. From here. I got jumps. I can jump. But y'all loving this. Don't you love it? It's so good. The changes that we made. Sometimes I make changes in this world and I just feel so right and so good about them. And this is one of them. Now, let's just stand back. This isn't even what I intended to do, but that could work. That could work right there. Just that. As a matter of fact, that might be it. That might be it. Let's try it with this. See how it doesn't make a sound? If you place against a plank, did it even place? Oh, it placed. Took a second though. Funny. And that right there, I know it's going to take a second to kind of soak in because there's not a lot of detail. You used to B-Dubs doing a lot of detail in his trees, right? Big and massive and whatnot. But that's not what we're going for here. This is kind of a desert tree situation. And we can do just fine without it. Trust me. And so you got to imagine you're walking down the road and you got this. And it just works. You don't think twice about it now that the texture's like this. It works. Fence textures changed. Changed for the better in every single freaking way. I might even... B-Dub's going to think with his brain. I might even... Which way does it hang down? Yeah? And there you go. Boom. Let's check it out. It's not much, right? But it just works. It's gonna work. That might not be great. It might not be great. But we can do lots of different variants of this. Tons of different variations. And it's going to look really good out here. Trust me. Let's see it from a far off distance. Okay? Just take a quick peek and see what it looks like. There's not much water out here. So these straggler trees are some of the only ones that can survive. That's going to work. It's going to work and it's going to look great out here. Unfortunately, it goes like, the texture goes like black. That's nothing I can do. For the leaves out here, yeah, they just go really dark. Why did they do that? That's strange. But anyway, I like it. And then we can still put some of these bushes down here and there. They when you get up close, you can see they're yellow. I wish they were yellow from a distance, but that's okay. So, yeah. I'm going to make another tree, though, that's going to take some work. So I'm going to work on that, and I'll come back with you. Oh, y'all are lucky that I waited. Isn't it good that B-Dubs waited? Why rush a video? Why rush an upload when you don't have to? Oh, you waited a day, but it's worth it. Trust me. B-Dubs be building. I finally got some freaky materials. It all worked out. I got all those materials, and now I put them to use. Get in my build. That's what I say. Ooh, it's good. It's so good. So, I am working on the main central centerpiece of the kingdom. A castle? A temple? A pyramid? I'd say pyramid, probably. The Pyramid of Essure. And it's okay. It's pretty bad. No, I think it's nice. Ooh, just in time. Nighttime's coming. So be careful. I fell off this thing once already. Uh-oh. This might do it. This might do it. Oh, we did it. Okay. We're okay. We're gonna be okay. I fell off this thing from this height and had 1 heart left. So I think we'll... Uh-oh. We'll live anything from here. Yep. We okay. Fantastic. Okay, let's go to sleep and then we'll take a peek. I made some more trees. I got some grass and did some things. Uh-oh, skeleton's already spawning. Let's go to bed. Let's go Betty bye real quick. But, oh, it's good. It's good. Whew. It's massive. I don't know. Maybe it's too big. Oh, by the way, people have been saying, just do this. Put a little banner over there, and that'll act as the door. Well, my recording failed. Midway through, my recording just stopped. I don't know what happened, but... Hello? Look at this. How freaking sick is this? It's unbelievable. Obviously, I'm mainly talking unbelievable because of the scale of this thing. You know, I just did these kind of wire frames around the outside, and I was like, yeah, it's okay. It's pretty decent size. But then when I did these outlines, so we get the corners in here, it's freaking massive. It's so huge. I have, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chests full of sand and sandstone. And it's all going to be gone right here. This whole kingdom going to be just one building. No, I think it's going to be a lot more than that. I'm just super excited about it. Everything we did today. We did so much stuff today. But I think this is going to work out so nice. And especially with the way the terrain moves and everything, I think I've floated out just a little more. Because we'll put buildings all around this thing. And those buildings will kind of gradually come up around this building. And I think what's going to happen, because of the size and scale of this, we can make buildings like this, and we can make them bigger than this, and it's not going to dwarf this. This is, no matter what, going to be an extremely, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just going to stand out so much over everything else. Imposing. It's going to be very imposing. But anyway, here's some of the trees that I promised you that I worked on. Just some, you know, it's my regular tree pattern that I do, but I just do it with fences. Put some sparse leaves on there, and you get a nice product. Here's a dead one. It's not bad. I think it's good. We maybe line the streets with these guys. I think that'd be really nice. I think it's going to look really, really good. I tried out some grass. I got some grass blocks, and they're okay. I could even mess with the foliage and stuff and make it look a little more on the yellow side. I might try that, but that's a very tough thing to do. But I'll try. I'll see if I can pull it off. But yeah, overall, we did so much stuff today. It's unbelievable. But I think for you guys to be able to get this episode tomorrow, I'm going to have to start rendering now. But while it renders, I'm going to fill this baby in. I think after this, or for next episode, you'll see a full structure here. Not detailed, but filled in at least. And it's going to be insane. Unbelievable. But anyway, that's going to do it for today's episode of Building with BdoubleO. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like on it for me if you did enjoy it. And if you're brand new, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you don't miss how this thing looks in the next episode, all right? Love you all to death, and we'll see you next episode.